down in the corner today. This video is hopefully going to be a little bit shorter this week. Sorry, it's really dark. There's really bad lighting in this part of my house. I just have my big desk lamp right here, so it is what it is. You don't really need to see my face for this one for the most part. This video corresponds with the last task, which you can find here on slide 7. So the first step here is to make a copy of this document titled Peer Review Organizer. So you'll open it. So to make a copy, you will go to File, make a copy, and save it wherever you are saving stuff. I have a folder for this week, so I will title mine Spiorsky Peer Review Organizer. So this is my copy that I can edit in. The first step is for me to the evidence and commentary organizer that I did last week. Of course, I knew I was going to do it, so if you need to take a minute, go locate that file now, pause the video. Once you have that file up in a separate tab, the first thing you're going to do is scroll down and locate your analysis chart. So you'll type in your poem title and author. So mine is Poem 31. Remember that poem titles go in quotation marks, and my author is Sappho. You don't need to restate the traits here, so it's a little different than your original. What you are going to do instead is state your thesis. So I have a draft of my thesis down here, but I actually have a more revised version of it. So let me access that really quick. So my revised thesis is actually in my essay draft. Copy, paste. I'm gonna reformat it because it bugs me when it looks like that. All right, so your first box is complete. For this bottom box, I'm hoping all you have to do is a copy paste to get the information in there. So I'm going to go back to my evidence organizer and just highlight the boxes that I've typed in, not the header boxes. So I'm going to copy all of that, and with your cursor in this first corner, all you have to do is hit paste. And there you go. The next thing you need to do is take some time to revise. So this is the time when you're going to double check your evidence formatting. You're going to double check any grammar, spelling, sentence flow. I've now given you feedback on your thesis. You can make the changes that you need to make, or maybe you didn't really have to make any changes and you can just copy and paste. Of course, take a couple minutes as well to apply any feedback to your commentary. Truthfully, the more revision work you do in this document, the easier it's going to be when it comes to copying and pasting it into an essay draft similar to the one you're looking at this week. So you've copy and pasted everything, you've revised it. Take a minute to look at this final checklist. So you have double checked that your evidence is cited correctly. You can always go back into materials from last week if you need a refresher. You have reread and revised your thesis as needed, as well as your commentary. And the final thing, make sure your name is not in this document, because we are now going to submit it for anonymous peer review. You're going to do the peer review next week. So once you have gone through the checklist, you feel that this document is the best version of your writing at this stage, you're going to go back to eduflow. If you haven't noticed, I've hyperlinked it every time it's in blue. Come to our site, log in. I'm guessing you probably only have your one class, Literature 9. Yours is going to look a little different, of course, because it's a student view, but you are going to see Submit Peer Review Organizer, and that is where we're going to go. All the assignment has listed here is simply the same instructions that were on the organizer, your checklist, and what you're going to do is simply submit your document. Make sure your name isn't anywhere on it. In fact, you might even want to take your name out of the document title. You could simply, put a made-up name or just put my peer review organizer. I'm not totally sure if the document title matters, but if you really want it to be anonymous, you can just rename it something like this. So you're gonna submit and then you're done. So I hope that you could follow that along. If you need to rewatch it, pause it. As you do it on your own, go for it. All right, see you guys soon. Bye.
Only prevail, cause learning is trying and trying is hard. When it feels like falling's gonna tear you apart. But now I'm ready to win.